What up, Heat Nation? Before we get to the second episode of the day, just a heads up, I did this video before it was announced that Duncan Robinson declined his $20 million player option, which was the first episode I cut earlier today. However, in this episode, we're talking about the potential of the Miami Heat bringing back LeBron James, and I brought up a 3-team trade idea that included Duncan Robinson. Now, we don't know if Duncan is staying or going yet, but I still feel this episode is good because it gives you guys information on why I feel the Miami Heat bringing back LeBron James is a good topic. So, hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get to the episode.
That is enough said.
What up, Heat Nation? Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Happy Sunday, guys. Hope you're enjoying the weekend, living your best positive like. Share that love by smashing that like button. Do not forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Now that we got that out the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. It's been a great Sunday so far. My daughters are actually with my mom. So my wife and I are having a nice little day alone. And when we're having our nice little day, what happens? Our AC gets busted. So when you live in South Florida and the air conditioning goes down, you need to fix it right away. So my apologies for not getting an episode much earlier, but I got a good one for y'all today because we are talking about LeBron James. And I got the LeBron James Miami Heat jersey on right now because it was reported yesterday by Shams Charania that LeBron James has decided to opt in to his $52.6 million contract for the 2025-2026 season. And we all saw this, and that's not a surprise. You know, LeBron is 40. He's going to be 41 next year. You know, probably this might be the last year of his career. We're not 100% sure, but he's still playing at an elite level. But, you know, we all speculated that LeBron would take that contract. But then after that, something else was reported that made my ears perk up. Because Shams Charania said that LeBron James is uncertain about the Los Angeles Lakers roster moving forward. And it was also said by his agent, Rich Paul, that LeBron James wants to contend for a championship. And the Los Angeles Lakers are looking towards the future. Now, part of that is true, but when you look at the Lakers last year, you guys, after they traded for Luka, they got to the second seed. They just couldn't compete for a championship because they were exposed in the playoffs about not having size. So you're thinking, okay, the Lakers just need to get some center depth and they can contend. But it looks like the Lakers are going on the other direction. You know, the Buss family just sold them to the new ownership. They might be looking to do an overhaul. They might be looking to make a change. So it's been reported that LeBron James may look to go somewhere else potentially. And if that happens, I got the right place for LeBron, papito. Come back home to the Heat. Now, some people may think, no, it's better for him to go to the Cavaliers. Because, you know, that's where he was drafted. That's where he won a championship. And if LeBron is going to play out his last year, it might be better to go back there. But, you know, Cleveland just traded for Lonzo Ball yesterday. They were the first seed in the Eastern Conference last year. And LeBron James is making $52 million. The problem is not trading for him. The problem is you're going to have to give up multiple players on your team to send to the Los Angeles Lakers for LeBron. And putting LeBron on Cleveland may not be the best fit. LeBron needs to have the ball in his hands at all times, and Cleveland has multiple players that are like that. How is Donovan Mitchell going to play next to LeBron James? How is Darius Garland going to play next to LeBron James? How many players are going to have to get up to get LeBron? It's not going to work. Cleveland getting Lonzo Ball works for them big time. Cleveland is the team to beat next year in the Eastern Conference, in my opinion. They're going to be out for revenge after getting bounced last year. So Cleveland is going to be that team. But why does LeBron fit well with the Miami Heat? Well, I've mentioned this multiple times, but you have two players on this roster who are perfectly depth to play next to a superstar level player with Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo being the perfect number 3 option, Tyler Hero being an amazing scoring number 2 level threat option. You put a guy like LeBron James on this roster, it immediately works. And I know Heat fans are going to be running to the comments. I know a lot of my supporters, I love you guys, be saying some funny shit in the comments. A lot of you guys like, no more old players. And I get that, y'all. Believe me, I love this youth movement. I think that the Miami Heat should push forward with the youth movement. However, with a depleted Eastern Conference next year, if you have an opportunity to trade for a player that's going to help you contend, why wouldn't you just at least entertain the idea? Now, the question is, what do you give up for a LeBron James? Well, Sports Illustrated gave out a trade idea, and part of me thought that this was pretty interesting. This trade was a 3-team trade that involves the Atlanta Hawks, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat would receive both LeBron and Bronny James because, let's be honest, if you're trading for LeBron, you're going to have to take his son. And Bronny James, spent 4 years here in Miami with LeBron. They know the system. LeBron knows Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley. So you bring them both here. The Los Angeles Lakers would receive Andrew Wiggins, Kel'el Ware. Now, this does say 2 future first-round draft picks for 26 and 29. I'm not cool with that. I would give the Lakers 1 future first-round draft pick in 2029. I think that would be flexible. I like the pick for 2026. I want to keep it. And the Atlanta Hawks would receive Duncan Robinson. That's a good one. I think that's a good trade. I think it benefits all 3 sides. The Atlanta Hawks, with them trading for Kristaps Porzingis, they're looking to go for it next year with Trae Young. They have a really nice roster that surrounded Trae Young. Duncan Robinson provides them more shooting off the bench. That works good. You bring LeBron and Bronny to the Miami Heat. The Lakers get Andrew Wiggins and Kel'el Ware. They fix their center depth problem that they have. Now you're building around Luka. Now Luka is the focal point on this team. You give them Andrew Wiggins, who has championship pedigree. They're not going to compete for a championship, but these are building blocks. And here's the thing, you guys. You put LeBron James on this roster, and I get it, y'all. Trading Kel'el Ware, that's bad. I mean, maybe if the Miami Heat can finagle something different, instead of taking Kel'el Ware, we can offer them Nikola Jovic and Jaime Jaquez. Maybe that's a little much. But if you put LeBron James on this roster next to Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero, and if you're also able to keep Kel'el Ware, you just brought back Davion Mitchell, you picked up Kasparis Yakajonas, and you also have Haywood Highsmith coming off the bench, and you can retain multiple players and sign more players. This becomes a contender in the East, ladies and gentlemen. So my adjusted trade package, what I would do, I wouldn't offer Kel'el Ware. I would do Andrew Wiggins, Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez with a 2029 draft pick. The Lakers get Duncan Robinson, and Miami gets LeBron James and Bronny James. I think that is a great trade for all 3 sides. When you're looking at the Lakers side, if you're getting Jaime Jaquez and Nikola Jovic, these are 2 players that can help develop with Luka Doncic. You put Jovic and Doncic together, they have the European relationship. That goes good for them. Jovic is a 6'11" unicorn. Can play alongside Luka Doncic. You have Jaime Jaquez there. You have Andrew Wiggins. I think this is good for the Lakers. Maybe you don't give up both Jovic and Jaquez. Maybe it's either or, but you got to make the numbers work. So I want to hear from you, Heat Nation, because look, let's be honest. You look at LeBron's numbers last year. He played 70 games, 24.5 points a game, 8.2 assists, almost 8 rebounds a game, 51% from the field, almost 38% from the three-point line, 78% from the field. I get that he's 40 years old, and we just had this problem talking about trading for Kevin Durant. But let's keep it real. LeBron opted into his final year. That's the last year of this contract. You are not putting yourself in a stranglehold like you would with Kevin Durant having to give him a 2-year extension. With LeBron James, this could potentially be his final year, and he wants to go all in. If LeBron wins one more championship, ladies and gentlemen, his name has got to be cemented in GOAT status next to Jordan. It's really difficult right now when you're making that debate between Jordan and LeBron. But if LeBron gets one more, it's going to be hard to deny him as the GOAT. Coming back to Miami where he's done it before, where he's dominated before, makes a lot of sense. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't just say it's because he's old. I get it. He's 40. But look at the dude's numbers. Look at what he did in the playoffs. He played 5 games, averaged 40 minutes a game, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks a game, 2 steals a game, almost 6 assists. I mean, guys, LeBron is still playing at an elite level. I don't know if it's the baby's blood that he's drinking. I don't know if it's the millions of dollars that he's spending on his body, but whatever he's doing is working. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I got another surprise for you guys. I'm going to post another video later today. It's going to be something different, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I really worked hard on this, and I want to be different. I know there's a lot of other Miami Heat channels out there, you guys, and I know a lot of us are talking about the same thing. So I'm going to start being different. And I hope you guys enjoy the ride. Thank y'all so much for the support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said. Stay tuned for the next episode tonight.